We were not comfortable speaking Yiddish at home because our fluency in Yiddish, but when I say our, my husband and my fluency in Yiddish was slightly, was impacted in a major way over the years. We just weren't as fluent, and we could not carry on easily conversations in Yiddish because we were used to speaking English to each other and to the world around us and so on. When my father lived with us, we asked him to speak Yiddish to the kids, and that would encourage us to speak Yiddish to him or when we were around him, so they would pick up the language, because Yiddish wasn't being taught in the schools anymore at that point. But he didn't want to. He wanted them to speak either Hebrew or English, and he wanted to practice his English because he was very conscious of his accent, which was not terrible, but he wanted to perfect his English. So he did not help us with that. And as a result, our attempts to teach the kids Yiddish fell by the wayside.
And you said your children regretted this.
Oh, well, our son especially will say to me sometimes, "I'm so sorry you didn't teach me Yiddish." Our daughter will say it too, but not with the same intensity.
And did they explain why they regret it?
Because they feel that it's an important part of their heritage that they're missing. And part of it is because we talk about it so much, and we talk about the Yiddish books, and I've been involved in LA, and so has my husband, with the labor Zionist movement. The kids were, we were exposed, to this Yiddish environment, and they're aware of it. And so they will say, "Why didn't you ever teach us Yiddish? Hebrew we could have picked up it," and my son did. He lived in Israel for a couple of years. I could pick it up, but Yiddish I'll never learn. And they're right. And I'm sorry, I can't undo it, but so those are the things that I've had to do over again. I would have done differently. Well, to be at the risk of sounding arrogant, there aren't many things I would have done differently, but that's one of them.